Hello and welcome to my review of the sixth episode and the season finale of Ms.Marvel. First, before I dive in, obviously spoiler warning for the whole show. And also an apology for not delivering on some of the videos. I'm sorry about that, I just didn't get around to doing them, but they will come someday, I promise. Now, this episode concentrates on the conflict started at the end of the very abruptly ended fifth episode. The Department of Damage Control is hunting enhanced individuals, namely Cameron. Something at the start confused me and it didn't really get explained. Maybe you can help me out in the comments. The agent, Deaver, said that Cameron destroyed the Circle Q, but why is she saying that to her own agent? One would think the DODC agents would know that they sent a weaponized drone to literally shoot an explosive missile on two teenagers. And even if Agent Cleary later on does not support her actions, at this point he probably was still in on the planet. Agreed? How would she get a drone otherwise? Because Cleary is clearly her superior. But something that I liked this episode is that we finally got Yusuf back, because to me the strong point of this entire show are the character interactions. I generally feel like the whole middle part of the show, where Kamala did more superhero stuff than slice of life stuff, were the weaker part of the show. I also liked how the mosque and the sheik in this show are supportive and don't feed into the cliches of Muslims in mainly American TV and movies. After that, the main team prepares for the final battle with a Zoe that comes out of nowhere, same as Amir, but I won't complain about that. Both are an excellent addition to Kamala's usual group. I'm also really glad that this show didn't really have the MCU typical big bombastic CGI end fight like WandaVision, Moon Knight, Black Widow, or several other. It was a simple conflict. Kids trying to fight a group of soldiers with everything they have at their disposal, including softballs, fire extinguishers, and so on. Another thing I liked about this final conflict is that they didn't make Cameron the de facto villain at the end, which would have been really easy given his comic roots and the things that happened throughout the show, with his mother dying as far as he knows at the hands of Kamala. We also get a nice scene where the people are protecting Kamala, really reminiscent of a similar scene in the Miles Morales video game. Also, the places all the characters are ending up is interesting. We have Kamala, who switches places with Carol Danvers in the post-credit scene, setting up the Marvels next year. Bruno is heading to Caltech, maybe in the future being part of some sort of West Coast Avengers team-up, or just the guy in the shelf, some West Coast team. Cameron is in Pakistan with the Red Daggers and will probably sometime in the future come back together with Kareem. Maybe already in the Marvels? Probably not. Most likely they will return in either something standalone from one of them, maybe a Red Dagger show or something, or in another Kamala-centric property, maybe a season 2 after the Marvels. We will see. I also like the apparently budding friendship between Zoe and Nadia. I hope both of them will also return in a future Kamala show or movie. But let's get into the thing you probably were all waiting for, the revelation that Kamala seems to be a mutant rather than an inhuman, which I gotta say I don't really like that change. I really hope the theme and clues leading to mutant instead of inhuman are just a red herring, and she will be inhuman, because I know I am far in the minority here, but I actually like more inhuman characters than mutant characters. Yes, of course I like Wolverine, but that's about it. And I really love almost all of the Inhumans introduced in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., especially Quake and JoJo. I won't give up on hoping that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will return as canon, or at least all the actors, especially Chloe Bennet as Quake and Clark Gregg as Agent Coulson, will return. But let me know what you think about that. All in all, I really enjoyed this show. I think it started stronger than it ended, but the finale was good, and for me, one of the best MCU show finales, together with Loki. If I would rank the episodes, I would go, best episode was episode 1, then 2, 6 on place 3, then 4, then 5, and 3 was probably the weakest in my opinion anyway. But now I am excited for She-Hulk, but until that show comes, we sadly gotta wait a few weeks, and I'm not sure what I will upload on Wednesdays now that no show is ongoing, except for Grey's Anatomy, and that is not really a show that fits this kind of format. But I will be back with reviews of ongoing shows in August with She-Hulk as well as Andor, and probably starting September the Bad Batch, maybe even the Lord of the Rings show and House of the Dragon. Why is everything interesting coming all at once? Damn. But if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel to be notified when another video is uploaded, and see you next time. Bye.